Shalom. First and foremost, before I get started, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to where it is due to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rachakwadash. Double honors as always to the apostles, bishops, elders of Great Millstone who were well, and taught us truth. Today's lesson will be entitled somewhere along the lines of, we are witnessing the fall of an empire. We're witnessing the fall of an empire. And that's exactly what we're seeing right now before our very eyes. Everything going on within society, prophecies coming to pass, wars, rumors of wars, escalation, the devaluation of the U.S. dollar, economic struggles, and everything that we're seeing is only increasing and intensifying because this is the fall of Esau Edom, the so-called white man. Real quick, Second Ezra 6 and verse 9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. So we are witnessing the end of Esau, the end of his rulership, the end of his reign, the end of his hegemony, the end of his empire, of his order. There's no more Esau order, man. No more rule for the Edomites, the Amalekites, the ones who are behind the scenes ruling, society in this world today. The little hats, the small hats, the JOOs, whatever you want to call them. The end of their hegemony, man. In the beginning of what? In the beginning of Jacob to come very soon. Daniel, the 2nd chapter and the 44th verse. A kingdom which shall stand forever. But before we get to the kingdom which shall stand forever, with Yahushai at the helm ruling, King David, the rest of the 12, the 144,000, rest of the 144,000, the ruling judges on earth. Before we get to that, we have to go through this end of this empire. And as an empire falls, it never falls, peacefully. It never falls quietly. It's always turmoil, distress, destruction, death, plagues. And this is what we're seeing right now before our very eyes. The end of this society, the end of this empire, the second leg of the Roman Empire, right before our very eyes. Jeremiah 51 and verse 6. Flee out of the midst of Babylon and deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquity, for this is the time of the Lord Yahweh's vengeance. He will render unto her a recompense. So save yourselves, as it says in the NLT. Don't get trapped in her punishment. So you got to forsake the wickedness of this society and follow Yahweh Shem Yahshua, so you're not caught up in the fall of this empire. So you're not caught up in the judgment of Esau Edom. Because as it reads, Isaiah 13 and verse Isaiah 13 and 15, everyone that is found shall be thrust through, and everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword. So if you're joined unto Esau, if you're joined unto their empire, you're living it up. You're not forsaking your ways. You're not fleeing out of the midst of Babylon and turning unto Yahweh Shem Yahshua as the Israelite. Then you're going to be joined unto them and thrust through, and you're going to die, a very painful death. So we are before our very eyes witnessing the fall of this empire, and you gotta speed myself first and foremost, forsake it and follow Yahweh Shem Yahshua. Jeremiah 51 and verse 8. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Howl for her, take balm for her pain, if so be she may be healed. So Babylon is destroyed, man. We, as it says, howl for her, because the majority of these people, they're going to be weeping and wailing for the destruction of Babylon, that great city, that mighty city. For in 1 hour she had, been destroyed, as it reads in Revelation 18. There's no healing America. Verse 9, we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. You can't heal this place. Once the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahshua ordains for something to happen, it's going to happen, whether you like it or not. And the Lord has ordained for Babylon to fall, has ordained for America to fall, for the Edomites, for the Edomite rulership, the Amalekite rulership to fall. Esau's hegemony is not going to last forever. and we're witnessing before our very eyes the prophecies which Yahweh Shem Yahshua ordained from the beginning to happen to bring down America, aka Babylon the Great. Continuing on, but she is not healed. Forsake her, and let us go every one into his own country, for her judgment reacheth unto heaven, and is lifted up even unto the skies. So the judgment of Babylon, what makes Babylon different from when the Lord destroyed, when the Lord flooded the earth during Noah's time? As I said, the sons of men, he seen that he looked down on the earth and seen that the sons of men was wicked and repented him that he created man. The Lord flooded the earth. Then he destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah because of the wickedness and ungodliness going on in that world and that society. So what makes America different from all these rulerships that came and fell because of wickedness, ungodliness? What makes America different that the Lord would just sweep it under the rug? They're not different. The same thing is going to happen. That which is then is now. Let's see, is now. Let's see. I know it's in Ecclesiastes. Ecclesiastes. What was before? So I can bear with me. Damn. 278. Three 15. Ecclesiastes 3. Let's see. Ecclesiastes 3 and 15. That which hath been, not that which hath been is now, and that which is to be hath already been, and the Most High required that which is past. So everything is a repeating cycle. And if you was wicked then, you're gonna be wicked now. And it's the same with the Edomites, man. They've always been wicked, and the Lord requires it, man. As it says in the NLT, what is happening now has happened before, and what will happen in the future has happened before, because the Most High makes the same things happen over and over again. So this is the revival of the Roman Empire. And what happened to the Roman Empire? The same thing that's happening to America today. It fell. Economic collapse, civil war. Like I said, the currency then collapsed, wars, division, as it reads in Matthew 12 as well. Matthew 12 and verse 25. And Yahushua knew their thoughts, and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, and every city or house divided against itself shall not stand. So this place can't stand. It says, verse 26, and if Satan cast out Satan, he is divided against himself. How shall then his kingdom stand? His kingdom can't stand. In the NLT, it says, verse 25, Yahushua knew their thoughts and replied, any kingdom divided by civil war is doomed. A town or family splintered by feuding will fall apart. And if Satan is casting out Satan, he is divided and fighting against himself. His own kingdom will not survive. So we're witnessing the fall of this kingdom, man, that which the Lord ordained from the beginning. 2 Ezra 9 and verse 1, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. And how do you measure the time diligently? With these scriptures, with the prophecies. It says, and when thou seest the part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. And we're understanding that the Lord is beginning to visit this world through signs, through judgments, through prophecy coming to pass. And we're seeing that before our very eyes. Verse 3, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, are we not seeing that? And it's happening on a more intensified scale than we have ever seen. And it's going to happen, it's going to get even more intensified. Verse 5, Now, verse 4, Slakia. Then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. So this has already been ordained to happen from the beginning. For like as all that is made in the world hath the beginning and the end is manifest. The end is manifest. It's clear to see that this is the end of Esau, that this is the end of his hegemony, the end of America. Verse 6, even so the times also of the highest have plain beginnings and wonder and powerful works and endings and effects and signs, and again, and endings and effects and signs. And we're seeing the signs of this end, man. We just had a lunar eclipse, blood moon pass. We've seen plenty of signs, happening before our very eyes right now as we speak. The war in Iran right now with U.S., Israel, Iran, other countries are starting to step in, and so on and so forth, man. So we are witnessing the fall of America, and these are beautiful times that we're living in, but at the same time, we are living in scary times as well, perilous times, as it reads in 2 Timothy, the 3rd chapter. 2 Timothy 3 and verse 1, this know also that in the last days perilous times shall come, and in order for us to get to the kingdom, as it reads in Acts 14 and verse 22, confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith, and that we must through much tribulation enter into the kingdom of the Most High. So like I had said earlier, it's not going to be pretty. The downfall of America is not going to be pretty. It's not going to be peaceful. Okay, well, let's just transfer rulership. No, it's going to be, they're going to pull out all the stops to try to stay in power. They're going to come more draconian laws, more propaganda, more deleting. Revelation 12 and verse 12, because they're going to try to pull out all the stops, man. Going to come after the prophets and so on and so forth. Revelation 12 and 12, therefore rejoice ye heavens and ye that dwell in them. We are rejoicing because we are witnessing the fall of this place, and we're finally, after so long, going to get the kingdom, man. Lord willing, I'm part of the elect, and we are saved from the saved from the destruction to come, because we're going to go through that tribulation, that we must through much tribulation enter into the kingdom. But the Lord is going to be with his elect, even if they're a martyr. Continuing on, woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. So he's going to come down with great wrath, man. That's what's going to happen as they continue to see their own downfall. I'm like, damn, we gotta do something to continue our power. We got to go to the next phase, and we got to do it quick. And then as they do it quick, the Lord's going to rain his judgment and his fury down upon him. When he is about to fill his belly, the Lord will rain it down upon him. Let's get that real quick, and then we'll end it off right there. About fill belly. Job 20 verse 23. When he is about to fill his belly, the Most High shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. So right when Esau thinks that, we escaped that one. Nope. Lord's about to cast that fury out, man, and you ain't gonna know whence it came from. And really, you are, because Yahweh is about to come back and to subjugate this society, this world. And if you're not joined unto Yahweh during that time, then there will be no mercy unto you. Luke 19 and 27, and those mine enemies which would not that I should reign over them, bring hither and slay them before me. And you want to be on the side of the Yahweh, man. You don't want to be on the side of this society of America when Yahweh returns. You don't want to be on America's side at all. As soon as you find out this truth, you should be looking to escape, and not physically but spiritually. Giving it your all, speaking to myself first and foremost, to serve and to please Yahweh Shemi Yashai, so that Lord willing, and that day you have found mercy in the eyes of the Lord Yahweh Shemi Yashai, and that he protects you during that time. Because the end isn't going to be pretty. This isn't a video game. You can just restart from a safe checkpoint. No, man. There is no safe checkpoints in this game. There is no safe checkpoints in this movie. You can't pause the movie and rewind it and try to splice it up well, let me just change this piece where I did this. No, this isn't a game, man. It isn't something you can just turn off and turn on and treat it as a pastime and just serve the Lord when you like and go in the world when you want to. No. This is serious business, and this is the Father's business that you have to be about. Speaking to myself first and foremost. So, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying to the spirit, to the body, and to the fold. And before I end it off, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to where it's due to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Chakwadas. And double honors as always to the apostles, bishops, elders of Great Millstone. Until next time, Shalom.